G'day guys, welcome. We're in Heathcote, Victoria. I did do a little session yesterday at the little spring church, but my phone went flat, so it's gone. So we're back here at my aunty Cheryl's at Heathcote in Victoria, and just in a beautiful garden. She loves the gardens, so it's a nice sunny morning today. It's one of the first ones, so I thought we'd do a little bit of a morning session in her beautiful garden. So let's start it. Just have your mat wherever you like. Grab yourself a pillow if you've got a bolster. It's really handy. Just elevating the hips, especially if your hips are tight. Just coming into a nice cross-legged position. And just grounding down into the mat. Just letting go of the outside world. Just focusing on the breath in and out the nose. Slowly breathing in and slowly breathing out. Just keep focusing on the breath and bringing yourself into the present moment, arriving on the mat at whatever time of the day it is for you. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of nadi shodhana, alternate nose breathing. So how this goes is first two fingers on your forehead, using your thumb and ring finger to close off alternate noses. So just follow my lead if you haven't done it before, and if you've done it before, just flowing a breath in through the left nostril, out through the right, in through the right, out through the left. Beautiful way to calm the mind and just take the stress out of the body. So we'll just breathe out to synchronize. We'll block the right, breathe in through the left, block the left, breathe out through the right, breathe in through the right, block the left, breathe out through the block the right, breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Block the left, breathe out through the right. And just keep flowing through in your own pace. And if you're a little bit blocked up today and it's not working for you, just have your hands on your knees and just imagine that flow of prana flowing out in through the left side, out through the right, back in through the right and back out through the left, in through the left and out through the right. Just that in your own mind can create the same effects as actually doing nadi shodhana. Breathing in through the right, blocking the left and breathing out through the right. Breathing in through the right, blocking the right and breathing out through the left to finish. When you finish on the left side. Alright, well done. Okay. Slip off our pillows or whatever you've been using. We'll just come to a nice, comfortable tabletop position. Stacking those shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Dropping the belly as you inhale and shining that chest forward in the cow. Really emphasizing that nice arch. And then rounding the back and shoulders. Glance coming to navel, coming to cat. And just flowing with your own breath, emphasizing at the top of each of those poses. Really warming up the spine, getting the vertebrae moving that spinal fluid around. Be a little bit organic here. You can move the hips from side to side. Just feel into any niggles that you might have. Just feeling into your own body. Focusing on the breath. In and out the nose. More exhale. And come to a neutral tabletop position. We'll leave the knees together, feet together, dropping back to Vinyasha, child's pose. Now you can either have your hands out the front, you rest down, you can have your hands out the back, palms facing up. If your head doesn't reach the mat, you can use a pillow. Lower the forehead down. The goal here is to really open up that lower back, open up those hips. You just come out the front, you make fists, so resting your forehead down, but sinking back, sinking those hips back down onto the heels. And with every breath out, slowly feel into this pose and slowly lower down with every exhale. Opening up the hips and that lower back. Just slightly moving from left to right if that feels good for you. Beautiful resting pose of yoga. So if ever you're in any of my classes and it feels a little bit too strenuous at the time and you want a little bit more of an easier flow, just drop back into this pose to get the benefits. Opening up that lower back. Releasing tension. Slowly come back up, staying on the knees. Hands rising up to a mountain. And then exhale, open up to cactus arms. Opening up the chest and the heart to the sun. Push away the bad energy. As you exhale, make fists. Inhale in the good. Hands rise up to a mountain. Exhale, open up to cactus arms. So inhale this time, pushing out the bad energy. Make fist, and exhale back in, bringing in the good energy. One more flow. Hands rise up. Exhale, opening up the cactus arms. Really opening up the chest. Inhale, pushing away the bad energy, making fists, pulling the energy back in. Beautiful. Back up to tabletop. Open up that left side. Opening up the left side of the chest. Exhale, we'll thread the needle through, dropping the shoulder and the side of the face down onto the mat. Inhale, we'll come back up, feeling into that opening, and exhale, threading the needle through, releasing that left shoulder down. This time we'll open her up one more time, and we'll exhale through, and we'll hold here for a few breaths. You can leave your right hand where it is, or you can place your right hand at the front. Just feel into the different positions. One more breath in, and last breath out. Next breath in, open it up, and then come down next to its partner. Right, we'll swap over the other side now. Opening up that right side. Exhale, thread that needle. Opening up, thread the needle through. One more opening up. This time holding again for a few breaths. Thread the needle, drop that right shoulder down on the right cheek. Really opening up that right shoulder. Feeling into that stretch. Next inhale, come back up to tabletop. Tuck the toes behind you, and let's lift the hips to the sky. Sinking back into our downward facing dog. Concentrating on the hands, really planting down the fingers, scooching the thumbs away from each other, which rotates the triceps in, just like you're trying to hide your armpits away from your neighbour. Sink that head down in between the arms, bending at the knees if you need to. A little left and right here, first downward dog of the day. Stretching out those hamstrings. Inhale, coming up onto the toes. Exhale, slowly lower down. Two more of those, coming up onto the toes. Exhale, slowly lower down there. One more coming up onto the toes. Exhale, slowly lower down. Look between the hands. Slowly walk to the front of the mat. Do a halfway lift as you inhale. Hands on the shins. Nice long back. And then forward fold as you exhale. Hands rise up tall mountain. All the way up. And then hands to heart center as you exhale. Just flowing with the breath. Engaging the Ujjayi breath, that slight restriction at the back of the throat that I've talked about, just makes a sound, just keeps you clear and focused on your breath. Hands rising up tall mountain, forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift as we inhale, forward fold, plant the hands, kick back to downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Sink into this beautiful downward dog pose. Really opening up the shoulders and the chest. Stretching out those hamstrings. Pushing back with the hands. Sinking down low. Left foot rises up as you inhale. Exhale, stack that left hip on top of the right. Three-legged dog. Try and keep even pressure on your hands. Dorsiflex that left foot back towards the knee. Protect the knee joint. Opening up that left hip. A nice, easy left hip opener. And breath out. Next breath in. Lower down next to its partner. Beautiful. Let's walk the hands back slowly towards the feet. Halfway lift as we inhale. Pardon me. Forward fold as you exhale. Hands rise up to a mountain. And hands to heart center as you exhale. Hands rise up to a mountain. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold, plant the hands, and let's slowly walk our hands forward now. Back to downward facing dog. Well done. Right foot up as you inhale, and right hip stacked on top of that left. Dorsiflexing that right foot back towards the knee. Holding even pressure on the hands in the front. Holding here, opening up that right hip. Just opening up that whole right side of the body. Down the ribs as well, if you can feel into that. One more breath in. And last breath out. Slowly lower it down next to its partner. Sink back into this pose. Come forward to high plank. Slowly lower the knees to the mat. And then lower down. Chin, chest to the mat. And then push all the way forward. Inhale up to a little mini cobra. Exhale down. Inhale up to cobra. Just releasing the hands beside the ribs. Just feeling into that. Engaging that lower back. Really strengthening your core. Exhale down. Inhale, come up to tabletop. Tuck the toes. Back to downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Jump, step or float to the front of the mat. Halfway lift as we inhale. Forward fold as we exhale. Warming up the back. Hands slowly rise up to a mountain. And then open up to cactus arms as you exhale. Hands barrows back up. Interlace the hands. Lift and lengthen. And exhale to your right side. Don't mirror me. Come back up as you inhale. And then exhale to your left side. Opening up that right side of the body. Come back up as you inhale. Look up between the hands. And let's do a nice little backward bend just to your degree. Back to center. And hands to heart center as you exhale. Well done. Hands rise up to a mountain. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold. Plant the hands and kick back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Forward to high plank. You can either lower the knees down and slowly lower down the form. Keeping those elbows in beside the floating ribs. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Nice. Left foot rises up as you inhale. Then left foot slowly between the hands as you exhale. Back foot back at about 2 o'clock. Bit of train track alignment here. Hands rising up to warrior 1. Virabhadrasana 1. Reaching up to the skies. Exhale. Right hand forward, left hand back for a nice internal organ squeeze. So waking up those organs. Come right back up. Warrior 1, full expression. Exhale, hands to the mat. Kick back to your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Forward to high plank. Lower the knees down if you like. Or you can lower down slowly all the way to the mat. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Let's walk the hands back this time towards the feet. Like to alternate. Halfway lift as we inhale, just keeps it interesting. Forward fold as we exhale. Hands rise up to a mountain. Exhale, cactus arms opening up that chest. Inhale, hands together up the top, lift and lengthen, pulling length from the tailbone up through the crown of the head, all the way up through the body, standing tall. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Another good trick to see how your mind is bring your feet together, heels and toes, hands beside the body, and just downcast the eyes. Just close the eyes down. Just hold here for a few breaths, feeling into stilling the mind. Nothing to think about. See how still you can keep your body. The stiller you are, the more calmer you are in your mind. If you're thinking about other things, you might be moving around a little. Just feel into that. Try that out every now and again. See where you are in that monkey mind. Okay. Hands rise up to a mountain. Forward fold as we exhale. Halfway lift as we inhale. Forward fold, plant the hands, and let's walk forward again. Back to a beautiful downward facing dog. Right foot rises up as you inhale, and right foot between the hands this time as you exhale. Coming up to warrior one on the other side. Beautiful organ squeeze, left hand forward, right hand back. Holding a nice straight torso, up and down. Coming back up to warrior one, sorry. Exhale, hands to the mat, back, downward facing dog. Come forward to high plank, and slowly lower down with form. And inhale to cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Bring your feet together a little at the back. Left foot rises up as you inhale. Then come forward. Left knee to left tricep. Kick it back as you inhale. Left knee straight down the middle. Kick it back nice and high. Left knee to right tricep. Kick it back as you inhale. Nice and long. And then left foot in between the hands. Now this time we're coming up to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. So we've got a heel to arch alignment, not a train track. Nice, just like a piece of string's been tied to your tailbone, up through the crown of your head, it's pulling you upward nice and straight. So have that in mind. Inhale, exhale, lunging forward. Be careful not to throw the knee over the ankle too far. So just adjust here. Beautiful. Sinking down low. Inhale, reverse that palm. Exhale, reverse that warrior. Come back to warrior two. Inhale, exhale, sink down. One more, reverse the palm as you inhale. Exhale, reverse that warrior. Opening up that whole left side of the body. Come back to warrior two. And this time, exhale, slowly lowering the left elbow down to the left knee. Just slight pressure, and then just rotate that hand back onto the shin. Holds that hip nice and straight, and we bowling ball our right arm up into extended side angle pose. Pointing it out, got a nice straight line from our right hand down to our right ankle. Opening up that whole right side of the body. And exhale, coming back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse the palm. Exhale, reverse that warrior. Inhale, palms down to the mat, kick back to downward facing dog. Nice. Look between the hands, jump, step or float to the front of the mat. Halfway lift as we inhale, extending the back out, forward fold as we exhale. Hands rise up to a mountain and hands to heart center as you exhale. Hands rise up to a mountain, forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift as we inhale, forward fold, plant the hands, kicking back to downward facing dog. Right foot rises up as you inhale, nice and high. Right knee to right tricep as you exhale. Kick it back as you inhale, bring it straight down the center. Get back as you inhale. Right knee to left tricep as you exhale. Kick it back as you inhale. And bring it between the hands, that right foot. Coming up to warrior two on the other side. So that same heel to arch alignment. Nice long body being pulled up. Exhale, sinking down, focusing over that front index finger. Nice strong warriors. Inhale, reverse the palm. Exhale, reverse that warrior. Holding that front lunge. Come back to warrior two. Sink down low and strong, ready to weather any storm. Inhale, reverse that palm. Exhale, reverse that warrior. Come back to warrior two. Drop it down low and strong. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, coming down to extended side angle on the other side. Bowling ball. That left arm up. Looking up underneath your armpit. Or just down, whatever feels comfortable for you. If you're okay with your balance, looking up under that arm. Really opening up that whole left side of your body. Focusing on the breath. Breathing in and out the nose. Inhale and then exhale. And back to warrior one. Sinking down low. Inhale, reverse that palm. Exhale, reverse that warrior. Inhale, bowling ball of hands back to the mat. Kicking back to downward facing dog. Coming forward to high plank. Slowly lowering down with form. Inhale to cobra or your version, upward facing dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Slowly come forward to high plank. Hold here. And we'll do 3 yogi style push-ups. So holding at high plank, lowering down halfway. Driving back up. 2 to go. Lower down. Drive back up. Last one to do. Driving back up. Okay, this time we'll lower down all the way to the mat. Lifting up. Nice mini cobra. Exhale down. Inhale to the left side. Looking over to your left. Exhale back down. Inhale, coming up, looking over to your right. Exhale down. Inhale, come up to tabletop. Bring the legs forward, cross the legs at the behind you. Reach back with your hands. And sit back onto the hips. Beautiful. Knees together, feet together. Wrapping the right arm around the knees. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale the left arm behind. Inhale, lift, push pressure on that left arm. Lift and lengthen, and exhale, TP twist to your left side. Pulling length on the inhales, twisting on those exhales. One more breath in. And last breath out. Lob green here, listening to the nature while I'm doing the class. Left arm wraps around now. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale slowly, feeling into the shoulder niggles if you've got any as you rotate back slowly. Driving the hand down behind the hips. Lift and lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, TP twist to the right side. Pull some length as you inhale. Twist to the right. One more breath in and last breath out. Slowly come back to center. Well done. Hands beside the body. Engaging the core, the Mula Bandha and the Uddiyana Bandha, pelvic floor and the ab muscles in under the ribs. Inhale, and as we exhale, we'll slowly lower down to form. Beautiful. Bring the knees into the chest. Do a bit of a rock around, chin up towards the knees. And then let the head come down. Elevate the feet. Come into a beautiful happy baby. Gentle pressure of the knees down beside the ribs. Do ninja baby, left foot in, right foot out. Right foot in, left foot out. Just alternating legs. Just opening up those hammies. Opening up the hips. And just come to a comfortable stationary position on your mat. It's the original happy baby. Just gentle pressure of the hands pulling down the knees, beside the ribs, opening up the hips and the pelvis. Hold here for a few breaths. One more breath in, and then last breath out. Release the hands gently, knees into the chest. Bring the head up towards the knees, nice little squeeze. And then just lower the feet down. Hands beside the head, elbows facing forward, left leg forward. Now we'll just alternate here, some bicycle crunches. Flowing their own breath. That extended leg just hovering off the mat. Really engaging our core here. Just to finish off. Nearly there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees back into the chest, chin up towards the knees. And last final squeeze. Exhale, release the head down. Knees into the chest, elevate the feet, the hands, just wedge them under the hips to hold the legs up the imaginary wall. Just reversing the blood flow in the body, cleansing out our lymphatic system. While we're here, just let go of the Ujjayi, breath, just breathing gently through in and out the nose. Rotating the wrists, the ankles, feeling into that range of motion. Stop and flying back the other way. And then just come to a stationary, legs up the wall for the last few breaths. basically listening to the sounds of nature that you can hear on this video. One more breath in, and last breath out. Release the hands, knees into the chest, one last squeeze, and release the feet down. Hands out beside the body, anchoring down those shoulders, knees together, feet together, most important, holding them together. Lift off the mat, lift your feet off the mat, and exhale to your left side. Nice little side twist, holding those shoulders onto the mat, holding the knees and the ankles together. It limits your range, but it's a different stretch from the sublime twist. Come back as you inhale, exhale to the other side. One side might be a little tighter than the other. Come back up as you inhale, exhale to the left. Your left. Back up as you inhale, exhaling to the right. And back up. One last side. Back up, exhale to the right. Bring it back up. Wrap the knees back into the chest. Chin up towards the knees. One last final squeeze. And exhale. Release the feet down. Palms facing up. Now final resting pose, Savasana. Use a blanket over it if you like for your comfort. Just whatever brings you to stillness. Rounding down, letting the earth hold you. Slowly breathing in and out the nose. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Wriggling your fingers and your toes. Rotating those wrists and ankles. Like a little crick cracking in the body. Lift the hands up overhead for a full body stretch. Reaching over to the left side and reaching over to the right. Nice little banana stretch. Then we'll bring the knees up. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then we'll elevate the feet, holding onto the backs of the knees, and rock 1, 2 times to come up to a comfortable seated position. Just using that blanket again, or pillow, whatever you like. Just come up to a nice comfortable seated position at the front of the mat, just to finish off our session today. So hands to heart center. Much health and much wealth to you, whatever you do. And together we say Namaste. Thank you guys for coming to do a session with me here at this beautiful place in Heathcote, Victoria. A little garden, nice little setting. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day today, and we'll see you again on the mat somewhere. Alright? Beautiful.